Hello everyone and welcome to another video with the Lomax and the Golf in the background, and it doesn't involve them whatsoever. Yeah, we'll get to them soon. The other cars keep demanding attention. So we're back on the Scirocco today. The original plan for today was to do the dash. I've got a new dash to go in that's not cracked. I was going to do that, but then I realised I'm taking this to the Cotswolds next weekend for a bit of a camping trip with the Women Drivers Social Club. And I realised it's overdue an oil change. It's been about a year since I did it. And then I did some more thinking and realised I haven't given it a major service the entire time I've owned it. I know, I can hear you all gasping. I know I'm a terrible mechanic, but you see, I have no concept of time. And all the stuff like the plugs, leads and everything was done when I bought it. So when I think about servicing it, apologies for the noise, there's a Mk2 Focus being chopped up outside. I don't ask questions, I just stay in my little unit. When I first bought it, all the stuff was done, and then I just keep thinking in my head, oh, it's all just been done, I don't need to do that. Oh, it's only just been done, I don't need to do that. And then 5 years passes and you realise, oh god, I probably should do that. So, I mean, it runs fine. It runs sweet. There's no like symptoms of the plugs needing changing or anything like that, but the Haynes manual recommends plugs every 2 years, I think? Or maybe 12 months. It recommends a fuel fill every 12 months, and that's definitely been 5 years since that one. So yeah, we're going to do all the filters. I've got a K&N panel filter to put in. I put one in the bath and I'm excited to say it made no difference whatsoever. Well, I probably did at some point, but I didn't feel a difference. Maybe I'll feel a difference in this, I don't know. So I've got that, new plugs, fuel filter, oil filter, and then maybe we'll do a couple more checks just to prepare for the journey to the Cotswolds, which is quite exciting. I don't know if I'll film that, probably not. I'm not very good at filming events. But yeah, I'm gonna get on now since they're really going to town on that Focus. Right, so I'll make a start with the air filter. And now, yes, my air filter is not attached there because the thing for there is missing, and I keep forgetting to order a new one. It's a common theme here with me forgetting to do things. Oh, that's quite oily. Oh, yeah, I think we can get rid of that. Why is that so oily in there? Let me clean that out a bit, actually. So petrol-y as well. You just don't get these sights and sounds on modern cars, do you? So here it is. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just decided on a whim I was going to do this. Be interesting to see if it does make a difference. Do I get any cool stickers? What does it say? Stop! Lifetime film. There we go. The use of a K&N air filter will not void your vehicle's warranty. I think it's a bit late for that one, mate. Oh, I did get a K&N filter sticker. Oh, yes. Wow! That can go in the toolbox. Yeah, like I said, I put one of these on the air bath, and I didn't notice a difference, but maybe on a car like this it might make more of a difference. It goes that way, doesn't it? Yep. We're gonna have all the horsepowers. Meow. There we go. Yeah, fuel filter's looking. Oh yeah, that is quite mucky actually. Oops. I can really do with something to catch the petrol. I'll put a little tub underneath actually. There we go. Put a little tub underneath so we can catch any petrol. I'm hoping if I do it this way and then I go, if I hold it up, it's going to drain most of it back. No. Oh no, it has actually. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty grim actually. See, I kept seeing this side and I was like, oh yeah, the filter's fine, yeah, the filter's fine. All the colours on the other side. So yeah, that's not great, is that? It's probably crap from the tank. But I mean, for 5 years, I wouldn't say that's too bad. But yeah, maybe check the other side of the filter as well. And this one's a little bit bigger, but it should still fit. Oh, another thing to check actually before I put this back on. It's very, very, very important on old cars that you check your fuel lines. I put new lines on this just after I got it 5 years ago. And they're still looking pretty good. You know, you can bend them like that. And if they were knackered, they'd have all like cracks in them and everything. It's not focusing. That looks like a crack and it keeps catching me out, but it's just where like the plastic coating's moulded to it. So that's still good. I don't know what brand this is. It was given to me by someone. I thought it was Gates Barricade. Yes, it is Barricade. You see that? Barricade. Gates Barricade. That's what everyone recommends. Like I said, they've been on for 5 years, and they're still like brand new. But I always make sure to check these periodically, because especially with modern fuels these days, they can deteriorate in the blink of an eye. But I only ever use premium fuel in this. I've only ever, even before E10 came out, I only ever put V-Power in it and stuff like that. So always good to check your fuel lines, because the amount of times classic cars go up in flames because, you know, a fuel line's perished and it's dropped it everywhere, but it used to look pretty good. But yes, very, very important for any class. To be fair, on any car really. I mean, most modern cars have hard plastic fuel lines now, but if you've still got rubber lines, it's always good practice to just check them. Because for the sake of, what, buying a roll of pipe, just to change them, or letting it go up in flames on the side of the A1. But yeah, for Gates Barricade is what comes highly recommended. I have seen, I think it was Whiteland Restorations had a bit of, I don't know if it was a dodgy batch maybe, where they started cracking, but like I say, these have been on for 5 years now. No signs of cracking whatsoever. But that is with exclusively using E5 and V-Power and stuff. So find the arrow, make sure it's going the right way. Is that the right way? Yeah, following that way. This one's a bit thicker than the last one. Oops. There we go. Side saw that want to quite go on. Okay, that's as far as it'll go. I don't want to damage it. Always make sure your clips are tight as well, because petrol will find its way out of any holes it can. But yeah, I had it once when I was checking the pipes before going somewhere, and one of these clips wasn't on tight. I don't know if it had worked loose or what, but it was just weeping fuel ever so slightly. So now I always make sure to check the clips as well. And also, always carry a fire extinguisher. And to be fair, I have them in all my cars, even the modern cars have fire extinguishers. It's just a good thing to have, because there's a lot of flammable things in your car. One day you might not even have to use it for yourself. You might have to use it to save someone else's car. Right, that's one. I'll just check the tightness of all these again. Yep. I'm not sure if it's the vibrations of the engine that work these loose or what, but let's give the spark plugs a go now. I didn't get any leads because they still look all alright. To be fair, the plugs are alright as well, but you know, serviceable items and all that. How's that? No, it's the big one. Yeah, this looks pretty decent. Pretty good. They're really hot though. That's the problem with having a unit that's about 20 minutes away from your house. When you get here, everything's hot. Right, let's have a little look. Ow. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's really hot. No, I will not let it cool down. No, never. Right. You know, this is when I admit that I've never actually gapped spark plugs, because I've never needed to. I just match them up and away you go, really. Now if you are doing spark plugs, if you're watching this and you've never done spark plugs, always be careful. I mean, it doesn't really matter with these because you can get right onto the threads, but on a lot of other cars, especially modern stuff, you have to go down a bore to get to them. And if you drop them, you can damage them, so don't do that. Either get them in the socket, because if you have a good spark plug socket, it'll have like a little rubber thing in it that just slots them in. If I get this one, it just slots in like that. I mean, it slots in like that. Okay, well, it's meant to hold on to it. Mine clearly doesn't. Or if you can't do that, just like sort of hold it against the side and let it slide down, because if you drop it in, it can damage the end, and then the car won't move right. Always use a ratchet, never gun them. You can torque them if you want. I did have someone complain that I didn't torque them when I serviced a Paseo, but I've never torqued them. You just nip them up, not too tight, don't swing on them. Now I've noticed that this has the little thing taken off, so I don't think these will fit with that one, will they? No. I don't know what you call these things, but I had to do this on the Audi as well, where the HD leads wouldn't fit over top of them with these things on. Someone smarter than me will be able to tell you in the comments probably. But yeah, that's not as nice as I would have liked, so maybe I should have got some leads as well. Oh well. I mean, it runs alright. But there's quite a choice between them, and I didn't know which ones it had, and I was like, ah, it'll be fine. So, besides, I want to kind of get some performance ones and see if they make a difference as well. Ow. Got a bit of oil on these, a bit cruddy. But the cam cover gasket was leaking quite a lot when I bought this, so I'm not sure if it's just residue from that. Right, I'll come around here to, oh god, my back, oh, I'm only 25. No, the rest of them are right. I think that one was just a bit covered in grot. The rest of them look pretty good. I never seem to have luck with Halford's spark plug sockets. None of mine ever work how I want them to. Hot. You can always tighten the first few threads by hand before you start ratcheting them up. And I always recommend removing each HT lead one by one as you do them, so you don't mix them up. It's also good practice if you have like individual coil packs as well, or if you do take them out, especially individual coil packs. I'll tend to line them up in order so you don't get all mixed up. Cool. I wish this socket was able to hold these. Where the hell's that go? Oh, it's down there. It's hot. Ouch. 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 They're really quite oily, them. Not on the threads, but like where they sit. But I think it's just crud from when the cam cover gasket was leaking. Because it was leaking quite badly when I bought it. It's quite hard to believe it's 5 years with this guy. It's the first time I'm doing this. God, that makes me sound like an awful person, doesn't it? Whoops. Like I said, I just kept thinking to myself, oh, they've only just been done, I don't need to do them. Oh, it's only just been done, and then you realise, oh god, it's been 5 years, it has not only just been done. But yeah, don't swing on it, don't like, you know, try and get loads of newton meters of torque on it. Just as it starts to nip. I don't know how to describe it other than just a nip. Just make sure all these are on properly. Yep. Yep. Right, I'm going to put the air box back on. Then we're going to do oil and filter. Now here's another little top tip when it comes to these canister fillers. They can sometimes be quite awkward. People jamming screwdrivers in them and all sorts to get them off. One of these is perfect for these. This is from Halford's. I don't even think it's that expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but I'll put up somewhere how much it is now. And you just basically tighten the strap around it and wind it off. Obviously not great if you don't have a lot of room to get one of these in, That's when the sort of oil filter claw is a lot better for that. But I have one of these at work, although it's a bit of a posher version, and I wouldn't be without it. So I just need to unwind it a bit because the filters on these are quite big. There we go. And you just wind it on. They are still chopping up that focus. There we go. Now obviously I have changed this filter multiple times and I never over tightened it, so typical video is like, oh yeah, this is so easy, you just get this tool and pull it and it comes off. Obviously I understand not everybody has the same experience, and sometimes if your last oil change was done by He-Man, I know that's not always possible, and that's when you do have to sort of start jamming screwdrivers in them, or sometimes a big fat set of water pump pliers help me. And I've got a tray under there just to catch all the oil. I normally just wind them off a little bit, let them dribble, and then take it off. Now I'm wearing gloves for this bit because you do not want to get used engine oil on your hands, especially if it's a diesel, but just as much if it's a petrol. It's very carcinogenic, it's used engine oil. You get it all over your hands, it can cause nasty things like dermatitis or even skin cancer. I suffer a bit from a kind of dermatitis which is caused by my hands sweating in these gloves, so kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, me, but right, I will shove that in there. A new filter. Now what I always do is I always get some fresh engine oil to put on the seal. Some people use the old engine oil, some people don't use any. I was just always taught to use fresh oil on the seal. I mean, I know old oil's going to get on it when it goes on there anyway, so I don't know why they say to use fresh oil, but it's just something I was taught, it's something I always do. Now I know some of these, especially the deeper fillers, recommend that you fill these, but I don't think these ones actually say it. It just says, yeah, it just says put oil in the gasket and just tighten it up. For like modern stuff, you don't really have to fill them up. The oil pressure will fill them up straight away. But I mean, it won't hurt if you want to do that, but I personally don't. Things for like truck fillers, obviously they're about this big. It's wise to fill them up, but these just they fill up pretty quickly. So. Now, did my super fantastic K&N panel filter actually give me any power increase? Let's find out. Let's do a quick 0 to 40 run, because this is a 40 mile an hour road. Why? There was nothing coming when I started filming, and now it seems like everybody's evacuating Huddersfield. Oh, that's 40 already. This is pretty peppy. I don't know if it's just a placebo or maybe the fact that the fuel filter's not clogged up anymore. Seems quite, I don't know, this is quite peppy. I don't know. I don't know if it's just my placebo maybe. But yeah, so freshly serviced, ready for a trip to the Cotswolds next weekend. Quite looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather holds, because I hate camping, especially if it's raining. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's a bit of a shorter one than the last one. I wasn't sure whether to film this or not actually, because to me servicing is kind of boring, but I thought, well, you know, I'll just film every other bit I do, and people watch it. If they don't, they don't. So yeah, thanks for watching. Next video could be anything. I don't know. I stopped making plans because it never goes to plan, so it's just whatever I feel like on the weekend. But again, I'm still quite busy, so next weekend is the Cotswolds, the weekend after that is August Bank Holiday. Planning on going to Manchester Pride, doing a few bits and bobs. Week after that is Bradwood. Oh, that's what it'll be. Yeah, next video will probably be, or the next job that I do will probably be this again, and this will be Bradwood prep again. So I want to put the dash in that's not correct, and I want to have a go at making my own Scala rear lights, so that should be interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment if you want. You don't have to if you don't want. Just tell it to you. You can leave me a hate comment if you really wanted to. I can't stop you. I'm sure some of you probably will. And it's now raining, so we'll end it there. I'm really bad at outros. I need like something that like Hubnut does. I don't want to do a shoot though. I don't know, maybe I could just do an Irish goodbye and just leave with no warning.